rating some of the resale tickets I've gotten from the theater app because I genuinely have an addiction. This was my first one ever. I got The Outsiders. We were fourth row, and it was pretty much the only way to get cheap tickets for it, and I loved this show. This one, I bought Hamilton tickets for when Leslie Odom Jr. was still there, but then I found out that they were like 2 weeks after he left, so I ended up just reselling them for the same price on the theater app. This was when my family was in town, and I really wanted to take them to see Death Becomes Her, but again, tickets were crazy expensive, so I ended up just getting them last minute on the theater app, and these were like some of the best seats I've ever had at a show. We were center orchestra, like the perfect distance back, and I loved it. This one I had just been 2 days before, but Jessica Vosk was out, and I was like, no, I need to see my girl, so I ended up going back. This was one of those days where I just went and stood in Times Square and waited for tickets to drop, and I ended up getting these like literally 10 minutes before the show started. My first time going to Two Strangers, and only time, but I will be going back soon because it was fantastic. Baby's first Ragtime, this one changed my life. Again, it was like really last minute because I live right next to Ragtime, so it was super easy to pop over, and I'd gotta give it a 10 out of 10. Still like the best show I've pretty much ever seen other than Hadestown. Yes, Ragtime again. This was the blizzard day. It was like super snowy here, and everyone was dropping their tickets for nothing. I think I paid $30 for this one. Best deal ever. Another Outsiders round. My friend really wanted to see it, and it was like one of her only days free, so we got these last minute. I think we were actually planning to rush Ragtime that day, but it didn't work out, so then we ended up getting these instead. This one was another crazy steal. I had just gotten off work, and I sprinted because I worked pretty close to the Gershwin Theater. Maybe got the ticket like 15 minutes before the show started, but I did make it on time. This might have been my best purchase ever. Bought these during intermission at the Lost Boys first preview because I was like, this is good, I'm gonna need to come back. That was a Friday, and then we ended up coming back that Wednesday, and these were second row orchestra. Best seats I've sat in for the Lost Boys because front row is like partial view. Also one of the best deals ever, this was Kuhu's last week, and I was desperate to see her again because that had been one of the best performances I'd ever seen, and she was beyond. Casey was beyond. It was my last time seeing him too. Just like really great show. And then my friend convinced me last minute to go to Schmigadoon opening night, even though I didn't have tickets and they were really hard to find. Someone ended up reselling one like 2 hours before the show started, and I jumped on it, and that was one of the coolest shows ever because the audience was insane. So many celebrities, so many Broadway stars.